In today's video, we're flying Finnair Business Class from Helsinki to Seoul. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. We started off our journey in Paris and flew to Helsinki to catch the flight to Seoul. The flight was right under 3 hours and on their business class. Welcome to Finnair Business Class. So as you can see, it's just like a regular seat with higher armrest, get a bottle of water, blanket, no adjustable headrest or anything. Tray table is here. We are on Airbus A350. Lunch is here and it looks really good. It's going to be meatballs with mashed potato. Cheers. Perfectly cooked, nice and bouncy, good flavors. Tastes like something you expect from ICN meatballs. Smoked turkey is also pretty good. So yeah, solid lunch. Let's try out the blanket. It's not really a plushy fleece material. It's a little rough. Almost landing time, and it's always nice to end the flight on a sweet note. After landing in Helsinki, we had a 2-hour layover before catching the main flight. After clearing passport control, you can find the International Finnair Lounge near Gate 52. At the time of filming, I do have One-World Emerald status, which is why they let me into the Platinum Lounge. Normally, if you're flying Finnair Business Class without any status, then you'll be let into the Business Lounge. The Platinum Lounge is really nice. There's a few different areas, including a bar and a sit-down dining area. Here, you can wait to be seated for the full-service menu. Sebastian and I decided to try the fish and the reindeer burger. There's also a decent buffet spread if you want to try that out. For the buffet, the main entree was hanger steak with rice, and then I also got a side of meatballs and a fish dish. The hanger steak was just okay. It was a little salty, so definitely get the rice with it. The smaller dishes were pretty good, so meatball was nice and tender, and fish was pretty nice. In the middle, there's a bunch of desserts, including donuts and cake. The made-to-order items finally came, and it was surprisingly good. The reindeer burger is a mix of reindeer and beef, and then they also put some berries and kind of like a salad on top. First time having reindeer in a burger and pleasantly surprised. The fish was perfectly cooked, nice and flaky, and great flavors. If you have access to the Platinum Lounge, definitely save enough time so you can enjoy the made-to-order items. After that, I got a non-alcoholic mojito and added some berry just because it was also recommended. Delicious. The lounge itself is pretty quiet, but if you want even more privacy and quiet time, then there is a back area. Welcome aboard Finnair Business Class. And apparently this is the official airline of Santa Claus. We are flying on the Airbus A350 and the cabin configuration is going to be 1-2-1. Just got settled into the seat and we have a welcome drink, which is blueberry juice. Cheers. Right in front is going to be the entertainment system, and for the footwell, it's kind of hidden under here to put your feet up. This is where it goes. Down here is the storage. Seat controls are going to be here. I'm going to figure out how to take out the dining tray. Hidden on the side is going to be another storage. Here is where you plug the headphones in, USB charging, and remote control for the entertainment system. Also a seat light here. If you ever wondered if business class has to wear seatbelts, the answer is yes. The seat does come with a few goodies. Here's cushion number 1 and cushion number 2. They're actually pretty plushy. So the first one is going to be like your typical airplane pillow, but the second one is kind of like mattressy inside. Yeah. This one's a lot fluffier and comfier. If you're curious about the designs on the pillow, these are going to be by Mary Mecco for Finnair. There's also headphones. Noise-canceling headphones are pretty comfy. Slippers. These are actually pretty nice slippers. It's kind of like a plushy felt material. Mattress topper, which we'll use later, and a blanket. Right after takeoff, there's going to be meal service. For cold plates, we serve you 2 delicious dishes. First one is going to be featuring smoked whitefish, and the second one is a goat cheese tartlet. For warm plates, there are a few options. The first one is slow-cooked beef. The second one is a fish dish, so pike, perch, and salmon. I did end up going online and pre-ordering my meal ahead of time, just because when you're seated in the back, sometimes they do run out of your first option. So I did pre-order the slow-cooked beef. For dessert, you can choose one of 2 options. First one is a selection of cheese, or you can choose a chocolate marquise served with berry compote, or a carrot cake served with berries and vanilla sauce. Let's look at the beverage menu. There's a wide range of alcohol available, so champagne, white wines, red wines, dessert wines, Let's unbox the Mandy kit. There's an eye mask, toothbrush and toothpaste, and earplugs. There is a card for C's amenities, but it doesn't actually come in the kit. So if you are looking for body lotion or hand wash, go to the laboratory. It's kind of funny because the Mandy bag itself actually does have like the C's scent, but there's no C's products in here. The pre-meal drink is here and I ordered a blueberry spritz. Cheers. There's also a side of almonds. That's really good. Smoky flavored almonds. Dinner is here and it looks pretty good. So the middle of the tart is just straight up goat cheese. So if you're a fan of goat cheese, you'll definitely like this. I'm personally not the biggest goat cheese fan, so it's a skip in my book. This scallop cream is a little sweet, which is interesting. Whitefish does have a smoky flavor, and the sweetness of the scallop cream balances all out. So it works. It surprisingly goes really well together. Let's dive into the beef. The beef is perfectly tender, barely cutting into it, it just falls apart. Let's melt in your mouth good. Not too salty. Yeah, definitely recommend getting the beef. Smashing out the fish, so we're gonna do a swap and taste. Oh, that's really interesting. The texture is kind of like a fish meatball in a log shape. I guess that's what a fish terrine is. It's cooked perfectly, which is always good, and the flavors mix really well together, so I think you can't really go wrong here. I think either entree is a solid option. It's dessert time. Try the carrot cake. That's really good. So the carrot cake's frosting is really smooth, and then mix it in with the vanilla sauce and a berry, and it's perfected. Sebastian got the chocolate cake, so let's try it. If you're a fan of dark chocolate, then I think you'll like this one, but my personal favorite would be the carrot cake. Overall, solid dinner. I'm gonna finish up dessert, and then it's nap time. What you might notice right off the bat is that this seat doesn't recline, but not to worry, there is a mechanism here. Good morning. There's about 4 hours left in the flight and it's snack time. It's right in the front of the cabin. There's going to be a variety of snacks that you can help yourself to. The one that stood out the most were the potato chips because it's in a box and it's desert salt flavor. Next up are Haribo Tropi Fruities, and these are fruity with a soft center, so fun gummy candies. There's also salted caramel gourmet popcorn, mini pretzels, Alpen strawberry and yogurt granola bar, bis, and it looks like this is licorice, and of course plenty of chocolate. There is also some water and juices you can help yourself to. Salted caramel popcorn's pretty good, so it kind of reminds me of the popcorn you get in the Christmas tins. The mini pretzel bites taste like more pretzels had on the previous flight. It's a good mix of sweet and savory snacks. And 15 minutes before landing, took a nap, and now it's morning time since it is daylight outside. Got a cup of coffee to wake up. I didn't realize this until later, but if you're looking for other amenities like mouthwash or lip balm, you can actually ask them and they can give you some, but they're not proactively offered. Let's dive into the souffle. The souffle itself is nice and creamy, and the cheese is not overpowering. Really good souffle. The egg is like nice and fluffy as well. Perfect. Sausage is okay. Dive into some cold cuts. It looks like turkey and salami. Tastes exactly like what you'd expect. So pretty standard. Fruit is perfectly sweet. It's almost time for landing, and they came around with some chocolates. So it's always nice to end the flight on a sweet note. Overall, I really enjoyed this flight and I would happily fly Finnair Business Class anytime. The seat is really unique and well designed, so even though it's a no recline seat, don't worry, you still can lie flat. One thing that I love is the overall design and aesthetic of the cabin, like this hidden storage compartment, the color schemes. Everything is so well designed. The Sky team is also super friendly, which is always great. Food was delicious as well, and some of my favorite meals in the Sky. The seat does not have a privacy door, but I don't think that's an issue, just because the seat is like in an enclosed shape, so you're not really going to see your neighbor unless you're like standing up or like peeking out from the side. The one thing I wish they would add are vents. The cabin itself is pretty warm. As you can see, I took my sweater off because it's a little toasty, and the mattress topper also makes it a little warm as well. So yeah, there's no way to really like turn down the heat. Finnair is a One World partner, so we actually booked this flight using Qantas miles. What we did was transfer points from flexible airline currency that had Qantas as a transfer partner, and then Qantas, you can book this Finnair flight. If you want to learn more about credit cards that earn flexible points that you can transfer out to airline partners, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. Make sure the offers are competitive, but using those links really helps support the channel, so thank you in advance. If you made it this far in the video, leave a blueberry emoji in the comments below and I'll try to heart and respond. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on Finnair Business Class, and is it on your list to fly in the future? Or have you flown it and what are your thoughts? Let me and everyone else know down in the comments below. See you in the next time.